Hello students, so let's start the continuation explanation of the chapter from trade to territory. Now we'll start with the heading the Tipu Sultan, the tiger of the Mysore. Mysore, under the leadership of the powerful rulers like Hyder Ali, who ruled from 1761 to 1782, and his famous son Tipu Sultan, who ruled from 1782 to 1799, had grown in strength. It controlled the profitable trade of the Malabar coast, where the company purchased pepper and cardamom. Tipu Sultan in 1785 stopped the export of sandalwood, pepper and the cardamom. The company fought 4 wars with the Mysore. Finally, in the last battle of the Srirangapatnam, the company achieved a victory. War with Marathas. The company from the late 18th century was planning to destroy the Maratha power. The third battle of Panipat in 1761. The Marathas were defeated and their dream of ruling from Delhi was shattered. They were divided into many states under different chiefs belonging to the dynasties such as the Scindia, Holkar, Gaikwad and the Bhosle. These chiefs were held together under a Peshwa, who became its effective military and the administrative head based in Pune. Marathas were indulged in a series of the wars. The first war ended in 1782 with the Treaty of the Salbai. There was no clear victor. The second Anglo-Maratha War was fought on the different fronts, resulting in the British gaining Orissa and territories north of the Yamuna River, including the Agra and Delhi. Finally, the Third Anglo-Maratha War of 1817 to 1819 crushed Maratha power. The claim of the paramountcy. Paramountcy, it is a new policy which was initiated under the Lord Hastings, who was the Governor General from 1813 to 1823. The company claimed that its power was greater than that of the Indian states. In the late 1830s, the East India Company became worried about Russia. It imagined that the Russia might expand across Asia and enter India from the northwest. The company fought a prolonged war with Afghanistan between the 1838 and the 1842 and established the indirect company rule there. Punjab was annexed in 1849 after the two prolonged war. Doctrine of lapse. Under the Lord Dalhousie, who was the Governor General from the 1848 to 1856, the final waves of the annexations occurred. The doctrine of lapse is a policy devised by him which declared that if an Indian ruler died without a male heir, his kingdom would lapse. It becomes the part of the company territory itself. In 1856, the company took over Awadh, enraged by the humiliating way in which the Nawab was deposed. The people of the Awadh joined the great revolt that broke out in 1857. That's it for now, students. I'll start with the heading Setting Up a New Administration.